Have you ever woken up one morning to discover your life feels like the universe's cruel joke? Work has frozen solid. Your partner's gaze has turned unfamiliar. Your bank balance vanishes without explanation. And in that instant, the question, "Why me?" drives in like a fatal dagger. The answer isn't karma or destiny, but an astronomical phenomenon set to strike you from August 23rd to September 15th, 2025. Mercury Retrograde, a cosmic quake whose destructive force dwarfs tsunamis, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions combined. This isn't empty scaremongering. I've seen hundreds lose careers, marriages shatter, even end their own lives by ignoring this cosmic law. But if you dare to read the next 4,000 words, you'll hold 7 golden keys not just to survive, but to dominate the most terrifying stretch of 2025. Imagine Mercury retrograde as a 4-dimensional hellgate opened by the Sun and Mercury's alignment. When these two planets converge, they unleash a vortex that siphons the life force from the naive. The universe then forces you to confront the cracks you've plastered over with masks of self-deception, from hollow relationships to stalled careers. But don't mistake it for a curse. Mercury retrograde is the universe's strictest teacher, delivering lessons in blood and tears. The catch? 97% of people fail this trial by fire. Meet Jessica, a 32-year-old CFO in an expensive suit and a power smile. On August 24, 2024, she signed a $50 million family company merger without noticing the tiny clause on page 18. Buyer may seize 100% of assets if Q4 profit is below 8%. Blurred by Mercury retrograde's haze. 3 months later, her 3-generation business became nothing but shredded paper. This is mistake number 1. Signing anything during Mercury retrograde. When Mercury reverses, your brain auto-erases vital details like a faulty copier. Solution? Read every document out loud. Sound activates your temporal lobe, which Mercury has numbed. But the tech you trust isn't your ally either. Mistake number 2. Buying expensive electronics is equally deadly. Mercury governs circuitry. When it backtracks, that iPhone 16 you buy on September 5th becomes a ticking time bomb. Mark, a 28-year-old software engineer, wept when his 10 TB drive, bought on September 6th, turned to scrap, erasing 5 years of work. How to survive? Inscribe your new device's name on golden paper and sunbake it at 7 a.m. UV rays will stabilize the disrupted magnetic field. By mistake number 3, you'll see why Mercury retrograde is dubbed the heart's nemesis. When Mercury goes retrograde, every word is a poison-tipped blade. Sarah, a 28-year-old yoga instructor, texted, "You're a failure," to her husband instead of her friend on August 30th. Her husband, battling depression, took his life 2 hours later. According to the International Astrology Institute, 84% of conflicts during this period stem from verbal misunderstandings. Fix it? Draw a blue circle on your wrist each morning, a throat chakra symbol that makes your speech sincere and soothing. Then, mistake number 4. Getting back with an ex plunges you into a romantic hellscape. Mercury retrograde loves to reopen old wounds as a demonic prank. Daniel, a 35-year-old entrepreneur, sold his luxury condo to settle his ex's debts on September 3rd, only to see her in new arms by September 16th. North American Astrology. Association statistics show 93% of reunions in this window end twice as painful. Escape hack? Write a farewell letter at 3 a.m. and burn it. The ash carries past energy into a distant galaxy. but don't let your guard down. Mistake number 5. Believing golden promises is a killer's trap. In August 2024, Mooncoin raised $200 million from gullible investors before its CEO vanished on August 28. David, a 40-year-old engineer, now lives in his car after mortgaging his house on August 30th. Nostradamus warned, "When Mercury reverses, demons wear angels' robes. Defense? Draw a hexagram on your wallet, an ancient plasma shield symbol against fraud." Mistake number 6. Severing ties with loved ones is a heart punch you never see coming. Linda, a 35-year-old nurse, blocked her sister on September 6 over a land dispute. 2 weeks later, her sister died of leukemia, leaving everything to Linda. Neuroscientists find Mercury retrograde triples cortisol levels, turning every spat into a betrayal illusion. Countermeasure? Scream, "I need love" into a pillow. 432. As sound shatters the isolation fog. And mistake number 7. Ignoring your gut is the deadliest silent assassin. Tom, a 45-year-old trucker, dismissed 3 dreams of his rig ablaze on September 5th. On September 10th, he lay paralyzed with 2 broken vertebrae in a horrific crash. Clairvoyant Edgar Cayce said, "Mercury retrograde is the universe's hotline, but most leave their phones on airplane mode." Act? Place an amethyst under your pillow. It's the antenna to pick up cosmic signals. So how do you turn Mercury retrograde 2025 into your springboard? On the night of August 22nd, when the sky reaches dark moon, lay a lambskin parchment on an oak table. Mix ink from collected rainwater and write, "I release all that no longer serves me." Light 7 purple candles arranged in the Big Dipper formation. Chant, "Veni, Vidi, Vici," then burn the parchment. Scatter its ash into the nearest river. The current will carry your vow to Pluto itself. Do this, and Mercury retrograde 2025 won't be a curse, but your golden gateway to the greatest version of yourself. Share this video with 3 friends who feel trapped. Each share grants you 7% protective Mercury energy. And set your alarm for 3:33 a.m., the moment Mercury knocks on your soul's door to hand you the true key to happiness. Final word. The universe doesn't punish the innocent. It tests those brave enough to look in the mirror and change. Are you ready to become your own legend?